Hey guys, this is Killadave here, and welcome back to another episode on the single player Minecraft series. As you can see behind me, I did start to organize, the sorting system a little bit. So, stone, cobblestone, dirt, and the few things you can see is I have grass here. When I go down below in a second to show you, I've made it so a couple of them have multiple things going into the same one, because for instance, since like this part is empty down there with the sorting system, I can put another like sorter in and have it feed into the same chest. So like if grass goes through, it'll go into the same chest as dirt. And I mean, I have a few more things that do that. For instance, with the diamonds, I mean, since I'm not going to have 6 double chests of diamonds, I have diamonds, emeralds, and obsidian all going into the same one. For sand, I have sand and glass going into the same one. Gravel, and flint. So, just some things that like go together. And I also actually, since this one was on the corner and there was a huge space like right underneath here, that I could, add a whole bunch more sorters. This whole chest right here is just for mob drops. So all these things here you see are being sorted into this chest. So if I put any of those into the area over there, they'll all get sorted into this area. That's just so, it's another thing I won't get a lot of, so I don't need like, spider eyes. I don't need a whole thing for spider eyes. So if we go down here, this is just my like service entrance for right now. If we go down here, I'll show you guys what I was talking about. So you can see, like for instance over here, this is where all the sorters for the mob drops are. So you can see like glass bottles, rotten flesh, string, ender pearls. So this all goes, and then these all feed into the same dropper and set it off. So that's for that. You can also see here, so when these were the original 3, but you can see like this is sand and then this is glass, so it feeds into the same one. This is gravel and this is flint, and they feed into the same one. So it's just something like that. It has made it look a little bit more confusing here. You can see there's like a whole lot, and I had to do a few fancy little things to be able to get it to fit, but I definitely think it works well for now. And I mean, I don't foresee me needing to change it anytime soon. But the one thing I did want to say real quick, guys, is just thank you so much for all the support on that last video. I kind of did a little thing saying like we're close to 30 subscribers. Tell your friends, tell your family, and I don't know if any of you guys did, but now we're at 32. Just on the next episode. So thank you guys so much. I can't believe there's 32 subscribers already. That's just amazing. And one of the comments on the last video that really caught my eye and caught my attention was one by Coop Dizzle MC. He said, good sorting system, but it's not very compact. And I mean, I just took it as like a sort of like, personal challenge. I was like, you're right, it's not very compact. So I'm just going to take you to my redstone testing world real quick, just so I can show you something. So we're here in the redstone testing world. As you can see, still not very much, but if you look here, here's a big wall of chests. And I've actually gotten it to the point where I can fit, I've compacted it down. I took that little, that feedback, saying it wasn't compact is like a sort of a challenge, and I was like, you're right, I think I can make it more compact. So I worked on it, and I was able to shave off the 2 extra blocks on the side that we needed and be able to put them side by side. You can see the middle one has to be slightly different from the ones on the edges just so it can fit next to each other, but I mean not very different at all. So this would allow it, to have constant chests across the entire wall, and have all of them be assorted out. And so this didn't take too much. You can see the one problem. So I did shave off the 2, but the middle one has to go out 2 more blocks further back. Other than that, though, it's completely more compact, and it would allow us to get a lot more chests in. Now, I think it would get us like 6 chests on each side if we put it in the base, but I don't think I really need to do that right now because, I mean, I have enough space for right now. Like, I don't foresee me needing 6 more chests on each side. Like, I haven't even finished like figuring out what's going to go in each chest right now, so I don't think I'm going to implement this change in my survival world right now, but it was just I just want to say thank you for the feedback, and it really makes me when I read those feedback, it makes me want to play more and do more. So thank you for the feedback that it wasn't compact. So I tried to compact it a little bit. I know it's still a little convoluted, but I'm sure there's more that you could do. But I mean, it took me a little bit of time to just figure out how to do it like this. So just thank you so much for the feedback. But let's head back on over to the survival world. Alright, so as I mentioned in the previous one, I do have most of these, sorting out to be something, but there's like, for instance, this whole entire row. I mean, I'm just keeping the eggs there, but this whole row isn't used. This chest isn't used yet, and like, it's pretty well sorted out in my opinion. So I don't think I'll need, to fill in these gaps at all, because I think it would add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it had 9 chests on both sides, so a total of 18 new chests. So maybe if we ever run into that problem where like I'm running out of chests and like my miscellaneous chests are just like super full, I might go back and edit it because it's not a huge change from this design to make it so you can fit 2 more chests in here. But it is a little bit of a change. It would require some work, so I might do it later on, but for right now I'm just going to leave it. But the first thing, guys, I want to do in this episode is get some diamond armor. You can see I'm still running around just with this chainmail. I do have enough diamonds to get a full set because if you remember my chest, all I have to do is repair it. So I don't need to get all of them. But the first thing I have to do is mine up all this quartz because I do not have 30 levels, so I'm just going to get my fortune pick going and mine up all these, and I'll be right back when I have all my levels. Alright, as you can see, guys, I have 40 levels and I dug out a huge amount of quartz. There's actually still some nether quartz ore left. I didn't dig it all out just because, I didn't want to get too many levels and then end up dying at some point and losing them all. And I don't really need that much quartz yet, but I set up this little temporary enchanting area with an anvil just because I haven't really designated an area where I want it yet, so this will have to do for now. You can also see I crafted the 3 new pieces that I need, and I also crafted a diamond pickaxe, and that's just because I wanted to see if I could get fortune 3 on it. I do have fortune 3 on this iron pick, but I just wanted to see if there's a chance that I can get it on the diamond pick just so I can have the fortune 3 diamond pick. So I'm just going to continue enchanting. Protection 4, that's good. Only protection 4. Well, I'm just going to continue enchanting, guys. And I'll let you know what I get when I'm done. Alright, guys, I finished enchanting. And as you can see, it's all enchanted. And I did get some pretty good ones. Depth Strider 3, Protection 3 is not bad. I repaired this one as much as I could. We're actually out of diamonds now, so I'm going to have to do some mining in between this episode and the next. I got Protection 4 and Breaking 3 on the helmet, so just really nice protection overall. This is just Protection 4. You guys saw that. And then it did end up getting a Fortune 3, Unbreaking 3, Efficiency 4 pickaxe, which is a really nice pickaxe. It means I don't have to use this one anymore. So we got all of our stuff enchanted up. I forgot. I broke my iron sword the other day. I mean my diamond sword. And I meant to make another one, but now we're out of diamonds. So I guess I'll just use this for now. So the next thing that I want to do, guys, real quick is I mentioned in the last episode I want to do some minor changes to the mechanism at the bottom of the iron farm. Mainly just because I want to be able to set up another portal over there. So is that all the obsidian? So I'm going to have to go get some obsidian, guys. But I'm going to set up another portal over there. And the changes I have to do is I have to move the poppy throwing mechanism farther down, so like down into the ground. That way I can put a portal up top that like I can go through. So I'll go through the portal up top and the poppies will go through the portal at the bottom. That'll allow me to have like 2 portals down in the nether. That 2 portals in the nether that will make it so I can go in one and the poppies come out the other and it doesn't get mixed up. So the first thing I'm going to do, guys, I'm just going to head down to the mine and go get some obsidian. I know there's a bunch of lava lakes down here, so I'm just going to grab it real quick. But I'll bring you guys back when I have all the materials and I'm over at the iron farm. Alright, so we are over here at the iron farm. I have all the materials I need. As you can see, I already took the poppies out of here. What I'm going to do first, guys, so what I'm basically going to do is, I think I mentioned it very briefly, is I'm going to make it so the poppies drop pretty far down and are then dispensed through it. This just allows me, because since the nether portals look at the coordinates and they actually take into account the z coordinates, I mean the y coordinates, the up and down coordinates of the portal, since it takes those into account, if I put the portal that I send them through really far down, then I can also put a portal far down in the nether, and that means they'll go through that portal. That'll just allow me, it'll open up like an area, like a little slot, I guess, for another nether portal. So that'll allow me to put another portal up here, and I can go in and out of this one, and I'll link it up to another one in the nether, so I can go from here, from over at my base to here really quick. And it won't interfere with the poppies at all. So that's what I'm going to do really quick. I don't have to, I'm not really going to change any of this. Initially, I was just going to put this whole, you know, hopper clock, I was going to put the whole hopper clock down below with it, but I just thought, why don't I just go here and grab this, and if I put it the same way but facing downwards. So where was it? It was right up there. Okay. So if I go up here, place this facing down right here, I can put some poppies back into it. If I do that, then now instead of being dispensed into the nether portal, they will now be just dispensed straight down. So that allows me to then put a little system way down in the ground that will pick up the poppies and then shoot them into another portal. So I'm just going to build a little wall around this so these don't fly everywhere, and then I'm going to dig a hole down and I'll bring you guys back when I'm down there. Alright, so as you can see, I've dug a hole all the way from up there down to bedrock level, and now what I'm going to do here is just put a simple dropper system so that when a poppy falls down into it, it makes it so that it'll just shoot it right out. So I mean, I'm going to make a little system so the dropper just spits it right out. So whenever something comes into it, it will put it out. So I'm just going to continue to make this really quick. Now, the nether portal is just going to go right here. I'm sure you guys get it right now. It's a pretty simple thing. I mean, nothing too complicated is happening here. So I'm just going to finish building this, and then I'll let you guys know when it's done, and then we can start setting up the other portals that I'm going to be using. Alright guys, so I've built the nether portal next to the iron farm, and if I did all my calculations correct, 2132 should be the block that we're looking at. So that's where we should put our nether portal. So you can see we're at 21 in the X, and 32 is right here. So if we put a nether portal right here, guys, it should, oh darn it, misplacing, you know what, I'm just gonna put the portal right there. Misplacing obsidian is absolutely the worst. So if I did all my calculations correct, this should drop us off at the iron farm instead of our base. So that'll be the one for the base. This will be the one for the iron farms. So I'm just going to light this up and we'll test it out together. Now, the poppies will come out of this one initially until I make one further down. So down below. Awesome. So as you can see, this brought us out to the iron farm. So now we have a portal that goes to the iron farm, and the next test is to, oh, darn it. The next test is to see if we end up going back into the portal on that nether side that I just built. Because sometimes like one way syncs up, but the other, that was a really quick nether load. Perfect, guys. Awesome. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to dig down quite a ways. Because as you can see, we're at Y30. No, Y67. So yeah, I'm just going to dig down quite a bit. And then I'm just going to build another nether portal, and that'll be the one that the poppies come out of. So I'm just going to do that really quick, and then we'll be done with all this nether portal business. Alright, so I dug all the way down to bedrock. You can't see it, but I mean, if I break this, you'll see it. So all the way down to bedrock in the nether, and surprisingly, guys, I didn't hit any lava on the way down. That was 70 blocks down, roughly. And I thought, like, for sure I was going to pop out in some giant lava lake, or there'd at least be a small pocket of lava. But we now have the nether portal down here. So this is going to be the one that all the poppies fly out of. So I'm actually going to just pillar back up right now. I'm just going to clear that space out so the poppies have somewhere to go. But I'm just going to, pillar back up and then head on back up all the way to the other nether portal. So now we have all the nether portals set up, guys. So I mean, this just makes travel in between me, my base, and the iron farm so much easier. So instead of having to run over all those mountains and make it so, if it's nighttime, I actually I've almost died quite a few times. It also means that we can get like a more definitive area over there. So I want to put like some crafting tables and maybe an anvil over by the iron farm. Just like little touch-ups, just so if I need it. I don't know if you guys have probably seen, but over in the iron farm I have a crafting table and a ender chest just sitting there. So I'm gonna quickly head on over there and move those, because now we have this little area which is super nice. Oh, it was daytime and now it's nighttime. That was really weird. So I'm just gonna move these over really quick. Eventually, guys, I do want to do something with those villagers, because if you remember me saying mending is a new enchantment, and you can actually get the books from trading with villagers. So I'm thinking about setting up like a villager trading system or something along those lines. But as you can see now, guys, so we have the thing, we have the poppy shooting down. We now have a portal here, a much better look, just like a little area. So now we can take this portal back, and we should be able to get all the way back to our base super easy. So you can see, guys, it's nighttime. Normally I wouldn't like traveling across that mountain, traveling back and forth while it was nighttime. But if I just, walk a few blocks away, all of a sudden I'm back over here in my base, hopefully, if all worked well. Yep. So back in my base. Awesome. So I definitely got that done. Super, super necessary. I mean, okay, it wasn't super, super necessary, but I felt like it was necessary. So I'm just going to clear out my inventory real quick, guys. Actually, I can just go like this. So as you can see, this does work mostly. Some stuff it doesn't really sort out yet. For instance, some of the redstone stuff. So I just put away that stuff manually. Just because there's so many little things that I will never have a lot of. There's no real point for me to do it. So I'm just going to put all of my stuff away, and then I'll be right back. Alright, guys, I have cleared out my inventory, made it all nice, put everything away. And there's one last thing, I want to do quickly before I end this episode. And it's these entryways. I mean, I can't deal with it right now. It's been okay for now, just jumping through. But I mean, I think just a little change is all that's necessary. Nothing huge. I don't need to necessarily go with anything like big and ornate, but using some of the quartz that we already mined up, I think I'm just gonna make a little design, like a little archway. I don't know how it will look. I'm just gonna do it with you guys on camera real quick, because I mean, it shouldn't I mean, it's not going to take long at all. I'm already almost done. But I think it'll just that little bit will just add a lot to it. So if we just go here, I like that. I mean, it's simple. It's really nice, and it kind of opens the way right to there. And I don't know, just having this little open area, it just makes it feel so much better. So much better. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm just going to finish this side off and do it the same way. But guys, unfortunately, that is all the time I have for today's episode. Now, I know I didn't do a lot in this one, but I definitely have a huge amount planned for the next one. So in the next episode, I definitely want to get a lot more of the animal farms going, because as you can see, I only have 3 beef. That is all the food. I trimmed down our cow population a little bit in between this episode and the last one, just so I could have some food, because I ran out of that pork I had. So I'm definitely going to do some work on that. And look at that, guys. I just think that looks so much better. Really nice. Now, I do want to get working on the floor a little bit at some point, but I'm not quite sure what the design I want to go with for that. And I also need to find a good place for these 2 things. I might just I might pick an area and put them symmetrically on either side. But I really like how this is looking, guys. So yeah, in the next episode, I want to get some animal farms going. I want to make this place look a little better, and also just work on it just a little bit more. So in this episode, you just saw it. We just made these doors. We got all the portal systems hooked up. So now the poppies aren't flying into the portal that I come through in the nether. We also don't have to run in between the portals. As you can see, guys, we got a huge step forward, or step forward again. Got all enchanted diamond armor. So now I'm ready. 1.9, here I come. I'm ready for the combat update. Ready to fight some mobs. But, thank you guys so much for all the support you guys give. I mean, 32 subscribers. I said it in the beginning of the episode. That's crazy. It's crazy. So thank you guys so much for all the support and all the comments. I just want to say thank you, just again. I can't say thank you enough. It means a lot to me. But that is all I got for the episode, guys. If you liked it, think about leaving a like or a comment. Tell me what you liked or what you might want to see. If you haven't already, think about subscribing. And until next time, guys, I'll see you then.